Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scorpio here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center, Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Saturday, August 6th, and the moon starts the day in Scorpio. Happy birthday, Sherry. It does move into Sag. Afternoon sometime, 12:30, I think. It's a good day, especially while the moon is in Scorpio. There's a lot of good aspects. We have trines to both Venus and Neptune. Venus in Cancer, Neptune in Pisces. And of course the moon in Scorpio, that's a grand water trine. And so it's it's a very sensitive morning, especially with that moon in Scorpio, of course, a very sensitive position for the moon. But the nice thing about the Scorpio moon, I think, is that it's willing to confront what needs to be confronted, at least until 12:30. And then the moon moves into Sag, and our emotions go somewhere else. They lighten up quite a bit. And things like truth and justice and the big picture become more important than the intense relationship dynamics of the Scorpio moon. And then at the end of the day, the moon makes a square to Mercury. Mercury just moved into Virgo, of course, and with the moon in Sag, there's a square there. And so there can be some disagreement on details. The Sag moon tends to think big, and the bigger the better, and the like. And and Mercury in Virgo says, "Hey, that's a great idea, but do you have the data to back it up?" So there's that. But generally, and that happens later in the day. So generally, I think a pleasant day, a little bit of a respite from the intensity that we've been experiencing. Of course, the intensity is all around us, doesn't really go anywhere. Uranus is still very close to the North Node. But what I have noticed is I've noticed that justice is being served. Cold. Certainly, we heard about Alex Jones being found, I guess, guilty, and having to pay reparations around $40-something million or something like that, $41 million. So, yeah, but he's pretty rich and he makes a lot of money, so it's just a little like dent in his pocketbook. But it's still even more important. It's the idea that truth does matter, and that you can't just say anything and expect not to be prosecuted. It's just crazy. Not to mention, there's that, but not to mention the sorrow and the disregard for people who have been through the worst possible thing anyone could even imagine to go through. Yeah, you can lose a limb, and maybe you can even pass on, but your children to go that way, it's just beyond the beyond. And then to be harassed because this crazy ass wants to sell boner pills that are like all natural. I don't know. It just seems so cynical, right? But he's being held accountable, and we'll see that. We'll see. Like suddenly, I don't know about you, but suddenly it feels like the worm is turning, as they say. I don't actually know what that means, but it sounds good, right? But things are changing, and yeah. So it's really hot here again today. I'm on a little late because I had to fix the memory on my phone. I didn't have enough memory to do the video. But It is a beautiful morning, although as soon as the sun comes up, it's going to be atrociously hot. So here's the cleodendron that the butterflies and the hummingbirds seem to love. Oh gosh, I'm going to get in the shade. As soon as you get in the sun, it's like beats you over the head. So, yeah, so generally a good day, and with maybe a few details to be dealt with at the end of it, but generally good. Have yourself a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe, though most of you already have. Well, you can like. That's always good. The more likes, the better. The more people get to hear what I have to say and get to enjoy this garden as well. All right, guys, take care. Much love. Namaste.